At the close of 2030, humanity stood on the precipice, unaware that the tendrils of mistrust and enmity were quietly ensnaring the globe. It began with the tiniest spark at the fringes of Eastern Europe, where old grudges seldom died but instead slumbered, waiting for fertile soil to bloom into conflict once more. A border skirmish between two minor nations escalated, when one supposed infringement led to shots fired and soldiers coming home draped in flags. Swiftly and inexorably, alliances formed. A web of mutual defense pacts ignited latent tensions, dangerously drawing in major powers. With one miscalculation, an overzealous drone strike, the world teetered beyond mere rhetoric into the abyss of war. On January 12, 2031, a meticulously orchestrated cyber attack took down critical infrastructure in several major cities, simultaneously across multiple countries. It was an act of digital war unlike any the world had seen before. New York, Moscow, Berlin, and Beijing were paralyzed, communications severed. Chaos, confusion, and fear ran rampant as the world's superpowers scrambled to respond to an invisible and insidious enemy. Within weeks, skirmishes erupted into full-blown battles on multiple fronts. The flashpoints were everywhere: Kashmir, the Korean Peninsula, the South China Sea, and the Balkans. Tactical nukes were deployed in critical strikes, their monstrous flowers signaling an era of unprecedented death and radiation. Political leadership worldwide was a fraught exercise in control. Charismatic demagogues fanned the flames of nationalism, promising victory and retribution while the common folk sought shelter from the growing inferno. International diplomacy, once the fragile thread between peace and annihilation, splintered and snapped. As the war raged, the scientific community, at least those not conscripted into state-sponsored projects of mass destruction, worked fervently on a different kind of hope: escape. Massive resources were poured into Project Exodus, a last-ditch attempt to ensure